People, however, in crypto, BSV or BTC, will come on the show and promote and get aggressive towards people who don't want to talk about it. And one person come on here and get aggressive when we talk about Tesla or Microsoft or Apple. I've never seen anybody at Tesla, Microsoft or Apple stand on a stage like Michael Saylor and say, do not sell your Bitcoin. Because why would they need to? They are a company that make things and you either buy them or you don't. They don't care. We're just busy making stuff. We're not busy trying to sell our stocks to you. We're just busy making stuff. So that's part of the corruption. And also, when you talk about lies, people keep telling you that charts will hit a certain point and then they break that certain point and then they write a whole another set of rules again. Well, that doesn't work in mathematics. Mathematics, and I know I've had an education that went all the way in mathematics. Mathematics does not change. People's opinions and charts change all the time. Blockchain, says Paul, is basically a digital spreadsheet, nothing more than that. Yeah, that's basically right. Paul, too right, but people think it's more than that. They do. They stake their lives on it. Hello, I would like a seat on the bandwagon. Get on the bandwagon. Absolutely. Make stuff up. Make it up. Make it up. We've proved that over and over again. You can make stuff up and everybody believes you. BTC has no utility according to Carbon Craft, so it can actually go to zero. There we go. Carbon Craft believes that. Of course it can. Of course it can. People say it can't. Of course it can. And the argument people will tell me is, well, no it can't because lots of rich people have bought it and they'll never sell it. That's it. Oh, well, it's being adopted by countries. It's being adopted by bankrupt countries. Oh, well, there's lots of ATMs being put up around the place. Well, they're taken back down again. How can it not go to zero? Of course it can. And if you live in a world where you think nothing can ever go to zero, then you're missing the point. You just don't want to accept the facts. Sam Bankman-Fried, the CEO of FTX, basically admitted that cryptos are Ponzi's on the Odd Lots podcast a month ago. William Caron, the CEO of FTX. I don't know, I didn't hear that, but that's an interesting point. People interested in crypto should listen to that podcast, yeah? Why not? Listen to all the information you can. Uzi Maki, Bitcoin has a history of massive drops though. History doesn't repeat itself, but it often rhymes. That's very good. Again, that's not the way to run a company. That's not a way I'd base my theories of knowledge on patterns that happen to rhyme. Anyway, and it has a history of massive gains. There you go. BTC, it is not what Satoshi made. Correct. A lot of people will agree with you on that one. I think everyone on BSV will certainly agree with that as well. Laldavaza, hi folk. I sold my Bitcoin a month ago. BTC will follow market and be back in the end of the year. Let's see. Kavan, right. I will buy whenever fundamentally it sounds okay to do so. At what point is it okay to do so then? When it gets cheap enough? Is that the basis for our knowledge? If it goes to a certain number, what does that actually mean? I think people have devalued money. People go out hard. I mean, imagine you had $18,000 in your hand now. Would you just give it to somebody just because they walked through the door? Would you? But you'll do it on a screen though. BT shut off all Satoshi's opcodes. They panicked because they didn't understand it. These have been re-enabled on BSV, allowing tools to create Turing complete smart contracts. That's Crypto Rebel. Perhaps they bought BTC and they made you speechless. That's probably right. That's probably right. And here, I tell you what, folks, again, think about this. Human behavior. When I had no microphone on TikTok, I had a huge audience. Now they can hear me. There's not so many there. Isn't that interesting? People are more interested in nothing than interested in facts. No one, because they're probably going, hang on a minute, he's talking down Bitcoin. He's saying Bitcoin's going to zero. I don't want to hear this. I've got Bitcoin. I don't want Bitcoin to go to zero. What's all that about? I can't be listening to this. Why? Because I say Bitcoin's going to go to zero. I mean, you tell me. Let's look at BSV right now. Let's have a look at the two. See how they're behaving right now. And I am not a BSV fan. I'm not a Bitcoin fan. I'm only a fan of the people that watch my show because they give their time. And I'm only a fan of the hard-earned money that I have worked for. I don't care. I'm not a Michael Saylor fan. I don't buy shares in Michael Saylor or Craig Wright. They're rich enough. They don't need my support. All right? I'm not interested. Let's get some more reaction. If you put your comments on the screen, I will share your reaction, and I'd love to get your opinion on everything. If you're watching for the very first time, subscribe and ring the bell, give us a thumbs up, and let us know you're here. Let's get your opinions. I'd love to hear people's opinions right now because a lot of people now are losing all their money. Is it their fault? Yes, it is. If you're losing money, is it your fault? Yes, it is. We have to be responsible for our own actions, right? We're manipulated by the TV, by media. Yes, all the time. But what we do about that is up to us. Now, you might say, no, nothing to do with me. I watch YouTube and Michael Saylor looks like he knows what he's talking about. Well, we are responsible. If we lose all our money today, we're the only ones who action the buy and the sell. That's it. Uzi Maki is saying, I'll be honest and say I hold Bitcoin, Ethereum and Matic. I have never once purchased BSV. And I only purchased BSV a short while ago. Look how I was manipulated. We had Peru coming on our channel who it ended up being proved all he was trying to do was promote one product. He was basically scamming and using our channel to promote his own ends. That's all he was here for. He was buying everyone's love with his tips. We all thought it was great. And then we all started buying, not all of us, but some of us bought BSV. That's the only reason I bought it. But now I own it. All right? Now I own it. I think, what the hell? Sod it. All right? I'm not going to ever buy any more. I'm not ever going to buy any more. I'm not going to buy it just because it goes to half price. I've got 11. Now, if BSV goes to $1 million, I have got all the money in the world I need. So there we go.